So will workers' rights continue to dwindle, or will they take to the streets and demand them back? Ron Gochez is a community organizer and is in our studios in Los Angeles. Hey there, Ron. You know, we did see workers take to the streets over the weekend in Los Angeles. We also saw a few months ago them take to the streets in Wisconsin and demand their rights, demand to hold on to those union rights as well. What do you think about, what happened in Wisconsin and what it says about the future of our workers' rights in this country?
I think that we're seeing that, in one of the heartland of America, working class people have risen up, and Wisconsin is a great example for the entire nation that shows that the working class can rise up if they organize themselves to defend their rights. So I think that not only in Wisconsin but in other parts of the country, people are really feeling the pinch of this economic crisis. And for the rest of the world knows what it is like to be hungry, and the rest of the world has been poor for a very long time. And here in the United States, you have millions of people who live below the poverty line. So I think that it's only a matter of time before the masses of people in this country organize themselves, whether it be through organized labor or not, to defend their interests and to have a better life.
But Ron, as inspiring as it was to see what we saw in Wisconsin, and you're absolutely right, they certainly did organize, what actually came out of what happened, other than sort of bringing in awareness? What actually came out of that in terms of policy and change in this country?
Well, and we understand that it's a long process, and in this struggle, we can't expect victories overnight. I think what came out of it is the example that people can organize themselves and to really bring attention to the issue of workers' rights. So although the struggle in Wisconsin might not have come out exactly how they wanted it, we understand this is a long process, and the working class, we believe, eventually will come out victorious because obviously we represent the majority of the people in this country and in any country. So as long as the workers are organized, there's no reason why the bosses or the elite class can keep us where we are. So I think that it's only, like I said, it's a matter of time.
Well, Ron, we just showed this report that RT's Ramon Galindo put together, and he interviewed the guitarist for Rage Against the Machine, this is one of his big causes, Tom Morello, and he said what our country has become is a country of the corporation, by the corporation, and for the corporation, instead of the people, by the people, and for the people. What do you think about that statement?
Oh, I most definitely agree. I think that, we have many corporations here who are so powerful that they're the ones who really call the shots. And, when it comes to workers' rights or immigrant rights or, President Obama may have the right intentions in mind, but we know that the people who really have the power behind them, maybe folks who we might not know their names and faces, they are extremely powerful, not only here but across the world. So I definitely agree with that statement, and I think that the decline in union membership is definitely a reflection of the power that the corporations have had over, for working class people.
Well, I want to go now to a country south of the border that many in the U.S. love to hate. I'm talking about Venezuela. But just a few blocks from Capitol Hill, activists are praising a revolution that's lifted millions out of poverty and looking to replicate its success here. RT's Kaylin Ford has more, and Ron, I'll keep you with me, and we can talk more about this after the report.